So while we're waiting on the most crucial things, the doors, the instrument cluster, and the headlights, of course, we are going to, I said I was going to do the mechanicals yesterday, and I didn't end up doing them. So I'm going to do them today. We have a coolant leak right here, this guy here, and we have a exhaust manifold leak on the first one because I didn't have a bolt in it before, so it just blew the gasket out. So we're going to be replacing every one of the gaskets. So that's going to be super simple. I'll be able to do that. But yeah, so I do want to let everybody know that I do, you know, see all your comments about, yes, you know, you want to see the on the road stuff again. I would love to get back on the road, but unfortunately I got a lot of stuff to do. So we're going to be doing the, you know, basically the rebuild of this thing. I'm just going to keep going through with it, you know, trying to get everything done as quick as possible. And I'm going to answer a couple of questions here. Okay, paint. I wanted to get this thing painted. Time is not on my side. The instrument cluster that was supposed to be here, I don't know what happened to that. I can't, someone wouldn't get a hold of me. Headlights, they're not going to be here till the 8th. So I can't really drive the damn thing, and then I also have to go get my trailer inspected. So it's like, oh, this is not working out the way that I really needed it to, because we were planning on getting it painted, but that is not going to happen now. We'll get these things sanded down now. We'll see. Looks like they're getting pretty hard. This one back here, forget where I left off because I got a phone call, so forgive me if I kind of went all over the place. But yeah, so no paint because I just don't have the time. I need to get this thing on the road as quick as possible and get out the following week. I'm going to try to do most of that community service this week as well. Hopefully be going this week for the CDL test, and basically all this thing's going to get is a wash. I will probably have to drive it without the headlights, but I will get the instrument cluster put back in just to get it going. That way I can go get the trailer inspected while I wait on the headlights. And then I'll have to bring it back here to put the headlights in because I'll have to take a grinder and notch this. So that's what we will do, but it'll come out pretty decent. But like I said, today we're just going to do the mechanicals and go from there. So just a minor little coolant leak and exhaust manifold leak. I want to get all of that fixed and I'll be happy. That should make me happy. So let's get to work. You guys weren't kidding, these ratchet impacts or ratchet wrenches, these things are awesome. I don't like, the clicking kind of makes it sound cheap in my opinion, but they all do that. So I like the sound of the impact, it just sounds more solid, but whatever. This gets the job done, but obviously you have to break it free first. And then you can just stick your little guy on there. Oh, look at that. Gotta break her free first. The one I go to show you is the one that doesn't want to come loose. All right, so I'm gonna try to be smart about this when I'm doing them. Like, okay, so this one, I don't know, I guess you could consider that one a leak. So I'm gonna take one at a time and feed the bolts in through. So I left 2 bolts in, and I'm just gonna keep doing like that. But I got all of the bolts out besides those top 2 right there, just so that I could, you know, get this like that. There we go, come on. And so basically, since this is a 12 valve engine it has a common rail manifold, I'm using the common rail gaskets, and they seem to do all right. The only reason I had a leak in number 1, and that was only because I only put 1 bolt in, so you guys can see right there. Yeah, there was a leak on both sides. So now that I have all the bolts, I don't need to worry about it. Yeah, it looks like I had a leak in the back too, so you could definitely hear that. That one had a leak on both sides. So we'll have to figure out a good way to go around that, but I'm gonna get the new gaskets on, and hopefully this fixes our problem for a while. At some point I do need to get a 12 valve manifold. There's a Fummins manifold DPS makes. I might go grab one of them. They're like 500 bucks, but it might actually be worth it in my case. So I might go buy one of them. We'll see. All right, so everything is on. Now we're just gonna get it tightened up with the ratchet. And then I believe these are 37 to 40 foot-pounds. I think guys will do 40 foot-pounds, I think is what I've been doing. And have never had an issue, but that's what I'm gonna do. So let's get these things cranked on here. All right, told y'all I was gonna do it. Look at that. So I got this thing ground down. Basically this O-ring can sit right there. And this is a drain plug bolt, which has the perfect thread pitch of what I needed, which is the exact same as that sensor there. And it has metal on it, or a magnet on the end, so it actually catches the magnetics, anything magnetic that's in there that shouldn't be. And it's caught quite a few metal pieces. So we know it's doing its job. All right, now we are gonna hope like hell this doesn't leak. That should be all right, because there's an O-ring on that now. It's sealed the whole way around. We should be golden there. That should be no more leaks. So we're gonna pressure wash that when I get back. I wanna go through and check this sensor right here. In the meantime, I'm gonna go over that, make sure that's not gonna leak either. Grab an O-ring for that. All right, so on that one, we got thread sealer. And here we replaced the O-ring with a big thick boy. So we will hopefully have no more leaks. And I'm gonna clean this off when I get a chance to get the pressure washer going. But for now, the truck's just gonna sit here like it normally does, so not a big deal. There we go. So for some reason, this guy here had the smallest of leaks. So I just pulled that off, checked everything, cleaned it, and then threw it back on. Hopefully it doesn't leak anymore. If it does, we'll come back to it. But I know I mentioned this before, but this motor is only a temporary motor for this. Once everything is all said and done, I am going to have a newer motor in it that doesn't leak oil and doesn't have any leaks and problems with it. But this was just a test motor to see if we could get this thing to work. It does, it works great, but there are little things that buttoned up, like this mess here, and like just little things need to get touched up and buttoned up before I start you know, figuring things out. And then I want to get an ECU mount and just things like that. Like I said, all temporary, and then we'll get a nicer motor in it. I wanted to go through and actually make things nice, but I don't think that I'm actually going to end up doing that. I think I'll just get a replacement motor and do all the gaskets and, you know, clean it up as best as possible. But it is, at the end of the day, it's just a work truck, so I'm super happy with this setup. Would do it again in a heartbeat. Just knowing what I know now, I would do it a lot better than I did the first time. So, but yeah, so that's sealed. We'll see how that goes in the future when we start driving it. But next place this thing's going to be driven to is a damn car wash. Next thing I need to do, I need to get this exhaust tip smashed in. So I want to push this back like all the way underneath. So let's get doing that. I really like these Sinister Diesel exhaust tips, but good God, they are a pain in the ass to get on and off. I'm working right now to get this thing off so that I can open this up a little bit and then shove it on a little further. That's not really going all that well. Yeah, I've been fighting with this exhaust tip for like 15 minutes. Screw this. This sucks. Can't get it off. I don't want to ruin it. I'm just going to leave it like this until I decide to start working on it again. Terrible. I'm just going to leave the bolt in it because I know I'm not going to drive it until I fix it. But don't really want to be working on this tonight. Anyway, so we'll probably get a come along or something to get that off. But aside from that, the truck is able to run and drive now, but I'm not going to run it until we get that thread sealer dry. So wouldn't make sense to put all that nice thread sealer on and then just, you know, send it, have it leak again. So I want a problem-free truck when I get back on the road. These thorns are killing me. They're everywhere. We got the bumper moderately straight too. That's pretty good. You know, not perfect, but not far off either. We'll get that bodywork touched up when we get it done and go from there. Start sanding these down, see if he has something for that, but I don't know how I want to do that. Also, Liam's over here making destructive
oh, and this is gonna have glow sticks with it.
Yeah, he's making stuff out of wires that I didn't know about, but you know what? Let him live, let him learn. That's how I see it. I think he built that at his mom's, so. Yeah, so with this flex pipe, I was able to push the exhaust back a little bit so it doesn't like stick all the way out here. It's kind of sort of pushed back a little bit, whatever. So I'm not gonna fret about it tonight, but tomorrow we'll get this mess cleaned out and go from there. I do have to get this thing installed eventually, the auxiliary tank drain. I'll get that installed at some point, as well as this guy. So I'm running out of things to do and film videos on, but the mechanicals are done. Runs, drives, good enough for me. If you guys know anybody with an instrument cluster, let me know ASAP. I need one ASAP. I wish these videos weren't three behind, because I'm hoping by the time you guys see this, there is a instrument cluster in my hand. Because this one here is not going to cut. Oh, we just lit a fire, and there may or may not be 3 fully charged lithium-ion batteries in there. So let's get the hell out of here. Move it. See if she burns. This thing smokes so much. I don't know what that smells like. I don't know. I don't know what that smells like. There we go. See if we can't burn those stupid batteries. I was hoping that they'd pop or something, but apparently not. Apparently they won't, I don't know if they'll just melt or whatnot, but this thing is smoking a shitload. I'm trying to smell it. It's like, it does only smell like fuel. It doesn't smell sweet like when we had the other one. I don't know, I think it's blue. It's burning oil, I think. Liam, do me a favor. Can you hit the throttle a little bit? Just a little bit. Yeah, like that's... Yeah, alright. That's good. That's good. Yeah, there's definitely some blue smoke coming out the back, but, you know, for what it is.
I wanted to,
No, I know what you were trying to do. He was trying to bounce it off the rev limiter, which I'm not against, but, you know, I don't feel like pissing off the neighbors today, so whatever. Alright, closing this video out, but I just want to let you guys know I'm doing the best I can with these uploads as much as possible. I had the video for you guys. I wanted to get it out this week on single wheel versus dualies for the guys that have been asking, because I've been getting a ton of questions on that. I really want to, but I'm not going to do it until this truck is coupled up to the trailer, because then I can use, you know, the whole dialogue and kind of explain numbers and go from there. Some of those things are going to have to wait, but other than that, let me know down in the comments what you guys, other questions. I made a playlist. How to get into hotshot trucking. Made that playlist. I went over a bunch of different videos. Let me know if you find anything that is missing, anything specific that you want me to make a video on, and I will try my damnedest to do so. There are a lot of things that I can't do a video on them perfectly, so that's why I haven't made a video on certain topics, but I will try to make more videos on certain topics. Just let me know what you guys want to see and what you guys want to learn, and then hopefully for you guys it'll probably be next Wednesday when you start seeing the hauling again, because by the time that I get on the road, the videos are a couple days behind, so you won't see me on the road until the following week, or the following Wednesday, because it'll be a couple days. But besides that, we will get on the road. Right now I just need to get the truck fixed and the trailer done, and then I can get going and we'll go from there. So I can't really rush it, and can't really rush the community service either, because if it wasn't for that, honestly, I'd just take the truck how it is and I'd go out on the road this week. But that community service is killing me, so I'm gonna get that done. Hopefully this, or well, yeah, I'm hoping I can get a bunch of it done this week, and then when I come back I'll do the rest, but we shall see. I've already made some calls and whatnot, so let's get that shit banged out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Liam's back. He's been helping. I don't know, how dirty are you? He's pretty dirty. Fiance's gonna love it. Just kidding, no she's not, but that's the point. So he's dirty, he had a good time, he learned some things, and we'll go from there.
Oh, can I show my puppet?
Yeah, he got one of them poppet things too, so hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Safe travels, guys.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.